Hi traders, this is Forex Nelson and I'm back again today with another 7 trades. Today's date is December the 22nd and I am using my new Trigger Zones trading system. I've given it the nickname the Holy Grail Trading System. Mainly the reason for that is what I call this magic indicator. Trigger zones, this gold line right here. TZ is short for trigger zones. It is absolutely great for scalping. On the 5 minutes, you're just going to follow the cycles, buy low and sell high. Just to let you know, I'm on vacation at this point in time. I'm in Colombia and 2 weeks vacation. And finally, I got internet strong enough, at least for today, which is allowing me to do this video. Hopefully it'll turn out fine. So anyhow, as I said, I did 7 trades, somewhere around 6:30, and another one at 7:30, and 2 of them closed to 9:30. Remember, you have to wait for the trade to come in your favor or to catch the cycles. Now, what I like about this so-called TZ indicator is that it helps me to find the beginning of the up and down cycles within the market. You can easily trade all 3 trading sessions 24 hours a day. And this is what I call the flow of the market, which is what you have to learn. So let's get into some of these trades. Euro yen. There's the arrow. Keep in mind before I pull the trigger, about 6 o'clock in the morning where this line is, that's New York time, I'm making my daily trade plan. We can take a look at that. Just to let you know, all the trades that I took today and all the other ones, I could have traded a lot more. There was a lot of trades in here. And I went with the 7 that I felt okay to trade with today. So this daily trade plan for December the 22nd. Now, if you had this plan, you could have made a few hundred pips. Just follow what it says, either bullish for buying or bearish for selling. And if you're interested in this daily trade plan, just get in contact with me. Now, I do charge $100 a month for it, and it's well worth it. And eventually, hopefully, you can make your own. If you do not have some kind of a trade plan, that is a main reason why you are losing. Comes complete with rules of engagement and the pairs that I'm trading. I recommend, especially these instruments, futures, indices, gold, oil. They all move every day and pay out a lot. And then here are all the rules. And of course, follow the rules within the trigger zone system. Anyhow, and of course, all you got to do is you can run a check on it for today, and you'll see that this was really and highly accurate all the way up to the monthly. I drilled down the lights. So keep that in mind. If you're interested, just get in contact with me. Okay, moving along. Now remember, I drilled down the lights, put an arrow, and from there, I know I want to be either buying or selling. On this one, Euro Yen, obviously, we're buying. So it mostly went sideways and it finally took off. I'm 95% sure that my trades will turn into winners. Looks like I ended up with about 16 pips. And 16 pips on the euro yen paid out $1,399. Moving right along to the next trade, which happens to be the pound yen. Here we go. It was in my daily trade plan. There's the arrow. Let's see where I got in at. Now I knew that it could come back down, which is not a big deal. I'm not too worried about it. You're going to worry, like every time you put in a trade, if you're going to worry, well, your trade plan is not a good one. Went about 15 or so pips against me, and I closed it out just being happy with, looks like 16 pips. And 16 pips on the pound yen paid $1,486. I'm using a monitor that is that's a little bit not the clearest, so I'm struggling a little bit to see all the numbers here, but not a big deal. Your monitor, this should be nice and clear at your end. Okay, so let's move on to the next trade. Euro, dollar. This one I wanted to buy it according to the higher time frames. Let's see where I got in at. This one didn't go very much against me, just the way I love the trade. Looks like, I don't know, maybe 1 pip, not a big deal. And I close it out with euro dollar should be 16 pips. Because keep in mind, anything that has the USD in it, it pays out, if the USD is on the right side, it pays $10 a pip. And those 16 pips paid out $1,600. Moving on to the next trade, dollar CAD. Now this one, let's bring in the data properly. For the blue box, much better. There's the arrow. Wanted to be selling it. Took the trade at 649. Went a little bit against me. Remember, 10 pips will not hold. Let's see, that's 11 pips, so not a big deal one way or the other. And let's see, still, if I kept in the trade on most of these trades, if I would have stayed in, I could have grabbed more pips, but I'm okay with, let's see, 23 it looks like. Yep, 23 pips and 23 pips on the dollar CAD paid $1,863. Moving right along to the Euro Aussie. Here it is, way over here. Let's see, Euro Aussie. Now from 6 a.m., drill down the lights, daily trade plan, higher time frames, very, very clear. We're selling, qualified for a great way to trade. Okay, so let's see where I got in at. Waited for this cycle, got in right about here. Oops. Charts are moving, jumping along. I'd still be, if I was in the trade, I'd be making more, but at this point, and keep in mind when I close out the trades, I just look at the totals and when I'm happy. Used to be 100 pips, and I'm still very happy with 100 pips a day, but over the past 2 months or so, ever since I got my that trading simulator, and keep in mind, if whoever picks up the trigger zones, if you want to get the trading simulator, I can certainly point you in the direction how you can get your hands on that, where you can be trading over the weekend and practicing. And within 30 days, I was able to go from 100 pips a day to 200 or more pips. And for sure, I'm well over 200 pips today. So this is 50 pips. So 50 pips on the Euro Aussie paid $3,598. We can take a quick look at this trading simulator that I've been talking about. It's for the MT4 platform. They do give $10,000 to start with, and you can practice your system or any system that you have. It'll work perfect. Remember, it's got to be on a 5-digit broker. Does not work on a 4-digit broker. And over the course of the weekend, you can put in, if you're quick enough, at least 100 trades. And after about, a month of this, at least it was for me, I got really good at practicing with my system, and I was able to go from 100 pips a day up to 200 pips. It's packed with many, many features. I believe it has a 25-page PDF book. And it teaches you and shows you exactly how to use the trading simulator. So keep that in mind. It's a great tool to have, and you can practice 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Market open or close, doesn't make any difference. So moving right along, let's see. Let's move on to the Nasdaq now. Keep in mind the last two here, they pay a lot more. Forex is either $10 a pip or less, whereas Nasdaq is $20 a pip. So let's see. Pays out a lot more. This one wanted to be buying. Let's see where I got in at. This time I exercised patience for the pullback, and when it started to go up, I took the trade. And I knew, wish I stayed in the trade a little bit more, but that's just the way the way it goes. I was very happy with the grand total. But let's see. And by the way, if you're the type of trader who wants to grab a whole bunch of more pips, I have 2 excellent training videos called How to Stay in the Trade for More Pips. So, could have made, well, let's see. I'm going to go down to the 5 minutes so I can get this more accurate. Here we go. Make sure everything is lined up properly. Now I did end up getting, looks like around 30. You ignore the last 2 digits because there's so many digits. But as you can see, because 20 times 30, and then times 10 lots. And as you can see down at the bottom, those 30 pips on the Nasdaq paid $6,080. Now, can you imagine if I was still in the trade? That's 126 pips. So roughly 4 times more. Like there would be 4 times. Oh, wait a second. Let's see. 30. And there's 95. 3 times. And I'll need a calculator to figure it out, but it would be a lot more. One of these days I'm going to and I knew it was going to go up, but I'm a little bit pinched for time as we're leaving shortly to do some sightseeing and beautiful weather here. It's around, I don't know the temperature, I think it's about 80 degrees, sunny and nice here in Colombia. I'm actually in Bucaramanga. It's one of the cities in Colombia. I forgot what I said that was. Got sidetracked. 30. Here we go. 30. So I was very happy with those. Moving right along to the DAX 30. Be careful with this one, as it pays. Well, it depends on how many lot sizes you're doing. Because I do 10, it paying $37.50. Took me a while to calculate it. So for you traders who are, and including me, I was always struggling trying to figure out how much it was per pip, but you can do one mini, put in a trade in a demo, and after you do 5 or 10 trades, you'll know what it pays on a mini, then do a standard, and you can do your calculations like that. So DAX 30, I knew I wanted to be buying. Again, I waited for the pullback. It was around 923 when I got in, and I could have made a lot more, but I was happy with more than 200 pips. So what can I say? I'm going to drop it down to 5 minutes because this is very okay. Here we go. Let's see. 300. Let me see. 314. I'm going to have to get a calculator out. I might have to do the reverse from the 11,000. But let's go with 314. 314 ticks or pips paid on the DAX 30. $11,812. So another great day of trading, especially while I'm on vacation here for a couple of hours. I just added everything up here. Grand total of the pips and ticks, as I said, it was well over 200. Pip total came to 464 pips, and those 464 pips, mainly because of this DAX 30, it paid out $27,840. So if your system is not producing on a daily basis, like my trigger zone system, I recommend you get your hands on it, and of course, should get your hands on a daily trade plan. At least as you're learning, you could be making some pips. So let's see now. You want to get some more information on this, all you have to do is look right below this video. You'll see this write-up. It's my trigger zone system. I do charge $250 for it. I teach how to trade the flow of the market with compliments of this magic indicator. Makes it much easier. Let's see. My system has 5 gigabytes of training, and you'll get an exact copy of my system on your MT4 platform. Remember, works on MT4, not MT5. Included are 9 MT4 templates, 10 custom indicators, and my favorite meter. Included are a lot of PDF books, a lot of Word documents, and 9 bonus videos. And of course, I threw in this $1 million trade plan for you traders who don't have a lot of money. In theory, you can start with $1,000, and in 10 months, you can turn that into $1 million. And all you need is 1 trade a day for 10 pips. And on the 5 minutes, using this magic indicator, as you can clearly see, as soon as you get the signal right here, blue, 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 TZ is going up, and this is a lot more than 10 pips. Anyhow, that's just all bonus stuff I threw in here, which I'm sure you will greatly appreciate. I wish somebody gave me this much when I was buying education on a weekly basis. Now there's a lot of ways to trade, and I do teach a lot of ways to trade. That's why there's 50 training videos. Now obviously my number one way that I look for every day is called a great way to trade. Keep in mind that each one of these subjects here has 2 training videos about 20 minutes long each one. This one right here, let's see. I can find it. Here it is, how to backtest. This one is much longer, using the built-in tester within the MT4 platform. Now we're running out of time. Please put the video on pause. You can read everything here. If you have any questions, simple. All you got to do is pick up the phone and call me. Here's my number. Now if you live too far, simple again. Just send me an email. Remember, there's an underscore right here. Now, I really do prefer Skype, simple again. All you got to do is click on this link. We will have a connection. And through Skype screen sharing, I'll give you a free session, answer your questions, give you some tips and tricks. And keep in mind, I do all of that with no obligation to you. And of course, if you click on this link right here, you'll see 35 screenshots of all the trigger systems I've been building over the years. So it's time to wrap up this video. And if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So until the next trading day, the next video, good luck with your trading. And remember, keep yourself and your family safe. Okay, bye for now.